YouTube, thanks for checking out The Film Geek. Yes, I know my Halloween decorations are still up. That's because at the time of the filming of this video, Halloween hadn't happened yet. And if you've seen the movie Trick or Treat, you know for a fact you don't take down your Halloween decorations until after Halloween. So without further ado, I decided to do a palate cleanser this time around. So we're checking out 1995's Hackers.
Hackers penetrate and ravage delicate, private, and publicly owned computer systems, infecting them with viruses and stealing materials for their own ends. These people,
Agent Richard Gill, your hacker enemy #1, man.
Thank you, Mr.
You're a
Gill.
boner.
Yo, showtime, showtime!
What's going on?
4, 3, 2, 1!
Hackers is directed by Ian Softly, and it's starring Angelina Jolie, Johnny Lee Miller, Fisher Stevens, and Matthew Lillard. A group of hackers are blamed for making a computer virus that could capsize 5 oil tankers, causing massive environmental damage. Director Ian Softly didn't use any CGI effects for the sequences that are in cyberspace. He said they used more conventional methods of motion control, animation, models, and retroscoping to create a real 3-dimensional world because computer graphics alone can sometimes lend a more flat, sterile image. One of the pieces of marketing for this movie was a website. Now, this wasn't the first film to actually have a website. That honor goes to Stargate in 1994. The significance of this website was that on the day the film was released, the site was hacked. The hackers called themselves the Internet Liberation Front. All the hackers did was doodle on a picture of Angelina Jolie and Johnny Lee Miller and also call the movie cheesy. Whether or not this website was hacked, MGM left it that way until the website ran its course. Now, I don't believe the website was hacked. What I think happened was just some cheesy marketing for a cheesy movie. So what do I like about this movie? Back to the cheesy. This movie is cheesier than Chester Cheetah. Yet another 90s reference. Yeah, this movie has absolutely cheesy dialogue, and let me just set the record straight, okay? In 1995, we didn't really know what the internet was capable of. And that brings me to something else I like about this film, is that all the crazy speculation. They didn't really know much about the internet at the time, none of us really did. So all the crazy stuff that happens with the graphics and the weird cyberspace and all this other stuff, that's actually more just sci-fi speculation. At the core, this film is a sci-fi. Don't forget that. So the internet is not really the internet of the real 1995. It's more of this cyberspace from, well, fictional sci-fi 1995 of hackers. So yes, the movie is silly, it's of its time, but it's still fun and entertaining. Also too, this movie is packed with mid-90s goodness. You have kids running around on rollerblades and skateboards. You have cyber cafes, raves, and an actual pretty decent soundtrack if you like 90s electronic music and industrial. The style of the 90s is all over this film, from the grunge look to the anti-corporate attitude of Generation X. So if you're in the mood to be teleported back to the mid-90s, well, at least a mid-90s where the internet worked a lot better than it did, then you need to check out Hackers. You can currently stream Hackers on YouTube and Pluto TV with commercials and for free if you have a Prime membership. Alright guys, that brings us to the end of another Film Geek video. If you liked what you saw here today, go ahead and subscribe to the channel, ring that bell for notifications, and give me the old thumbs up so I know you like what you're seeing. And if there's one other thing you can do, folks, that is keep watching movies. You know I'm gonna.